The lyrics "I would walk 500 miles" made famous by the Proclaimers may seem like quite a feat. That is, until you realise Gareth Austin Doyle will be walking 3,000 kilometres, or 1,864 miles to be exact, for his good cause, that's Fostering Kids New Zealand. The Mahurangi West resident kicked off his journey starting at Cape Reinga on November the 1st and intends to take 5 months walking the rest of the country to his final destination in Stewart Island. He's hoping to raise at least $20,000 for the cause he believes deserves and needs more funding. We met up with him in Whangarei, which is just about 14% of the way into his entire journey. Tell us about this walk fundraiser and why you've got involved with it.
Yeah, so I'm walking the Tiaroa Trail. It's a 3,500 kilometre long walk from Cape Reinga to Stewart Island. Take about 5 months. And I'm doing it for Fostering Kids New Zealand. I had a foster brother and sister when I was little for a year, and my parents looked after. And I've also got a very good friend that's got a foster brother and sister. So I spend a lot of time with them, and I see the difference that it makes in the kids' lives, having a stable home and loving family or loving adults around them. So I'm doing the walk to raise money and awareness for that.
Sure. What sort of awareness would you like? What would you like people to know about?
Well, I think a lot of people don't realise that how hard it is and how many there are. I think there's over 10,000 kids in foster care in New Zealand. So there's a lot of families affected by this, and a lot of people know it happens, but they don't know that there's a struggle for a lot of people. And of course, there's also great outcomes for a lot of the kids, and there's a big difference being made, and that's our future. The kids in foster care is, they could be our Prime Minister or any of that sort of stuff. So I think it's important that they have a good upbringing and a second chance.
That's really awesome. How much money are you hoping to raise?
I don't like putting a number on it, but I do want to raise over $20,000. I think that would be what my target would be. Yes, I started at Cape Reinga holding onto the flag on the 1st of November after the All Blacks won, so I watched that up in the camper van in the car park, and I've walked down 90 Mile Beach. It took me about 5 days to get to Ahipara, and then through the bush to Kerikeri, which was probably the hardest part so far. It's very steep and muddy, and it was a bit of a struggle there. Now I'm kind of hugging the coast down to Auckland is where it goes from here.
What have some of your highlights been so far?
Definitely meeting the families. I'm trying to stay with as many foster families down the way to meet, the people that are putting in the hard yards and doing the work to make it better, make it a safe place for these kids. So I've stayed with 2 families now, and that's been amazing. Going into the houses and feeling the love and the trust and all that's in the home. So it's been quite nice seeing that. The first family was a big family. I think they had about 6 or 7 kids in the home, and it was quite fun. The paper scissors rock to see who done the dishes and all that sort of stuff. And they took me in for a night and big dinner and all that, shower, which was much appreciated. And in Kerikeri I stayed out in a nice little farmhouse that she just had one young lady who was lovely, and we went and had like a nice dinner at the pub and played pool and got to know them, so it was very cool.
In terms of encouraging parents or adults out there that are thinking about fostering children, what would you say to them?
Do it. I think it is definitely do it. It's very rewarding, and it makes a difference in the kids' lives. That's the big thing. You are giving someone a second chance that might have had a hard upbringing or a rough shot at it the first time round. You are giving them another go. Yeah, I'd like to thank the families that have taken me in already, and also the families that will take me in. I know there's a lot of you putting your hand up, and I'd love to stay at every one, but I do have a bit of a time limit on the walk, so it's been very good to see the support, and there are a lot of people behind the scenes organising interviews and where places for me to stay and all that sort of stuff. So it's been very hard to do it without you. Thanks.
And when he wakes up, you know he's gonna be the one with very, very sore feet. Well, hopefully not too sore. I'm sure Gareth, with his determination, will successfully complete this journey. And from all of us here, we wish you the very best with your fundraising journey.